Why have India and Pakistan been at odds over a single region for more than 75 years? What makes Kashmir so important? And why are people still dying because of it? In today's video, we'll walk you through the full story of the Kashmir conflict, from its roots to the recent attacks. No jargon, no fluff. Just the facts, clearly explained. And by the end, you'll understand why peace in Kashmir still feels so far away. Let's get into it. Kashmir is a beautiful region in the northern part of the Indian subcontinent. Snow-capped mountains, green valleys, rivers. It looks like something out of a postcard. But for decades, it's also been one of the most militarized and disputed areas in the world. To understand why, we have to go back to the year 1947. That's when British rule over India ended, and the subcontinent was divided into two new countries, India and Pakistan. Back then, there were over 500 princely states, smaller regions ruled by local kings and princes. These rulers had to decide whether to join India, Pakistan, or try to remain independent. Kashmir was one of those states. Its ruler, a Hindu king named Maharaja Hari Singh, was in a tricky spot. Most of his population was Muslim, but he didn't want to join Pakistan. At the same time, he wasn't ready to join India either. So he tried to stay neutral. That didn't last long. In late 1947, armed tribesmen from Pakistan invaded Kashmir. They wanted to force the region to join Pakistan. In response, the Maharaja asked India for help. India agreed, but only if Kashmir officially joined India. The Maharaja signed what's called the Instrument of Accession, and Indian troops were sent in. This kicked off the first war between India and Pakistan. By the time the fighting stopped, Pakistan controlled about 1/3 of Kashmir. India controlled the rest. A ceasefire line was drawn, and the United Nations stepped in to try and calm things down. That ceasefire line is now known as the Line of Control. But this didn't solve anything. Both countries still claim the entire region as their own. Since 1947, India and Pakistan have fought 3 more wars in 1965, 1971, and during the Kargil conflict in 1999. And almost all of them involved Kashmir in some way. But war isn't the only problem. Inside Indian-administered Kashmir, there's been a long-running insurgency. Since the late 1980s, many young people have taken up arms against Indian rule, demanding either independence or a merger with Pakistan. India says Pakistan supports these militants. Pakistan denies it. Meanwhile, thousands of people, soldiers, militants, and civilians have died in the violence. The region has lived under a heavy military presence for years. Indian forces are everywhere. Internet blackouts, curfews, and arrests have become part of daily life for many Kashmiris. In 2019, things escalated again. For decades, Kashmir had a special status in India under Article 370 of the Indian Constitution. This gave the region some autonomy. It had its own laws, its own flag, and certain protections that kept outsiders from buying land there. But in August 2019, the Indian government revoked that special status. The move was sudden. Phone lines, internet, and public movement were shut down. Thousands of people were detained, including local leaders. The region was locked down. India said this would bring peace and development to the region. But critics saw it as a major blow to Kashmir's autonomy and a sign that India wanted tighter control. Pakistan was furious. Tensions between the two countries rose once again, and inside Kashmir, anger simmered. Fast forward to today, and the situation remains tense. There have been several recent attacks and skirmishes along the line of control. Armed militants have crossed over from Pakistan. Indian forces have responded with raids and crackdowns. Civilians often find themselves caught in the middle. Both India and Pakistan are nuclear powers. That means any conflict, even a small one, can feel incredibly dangerous. At the same time, both governments use the Kashmir issue to fire up their political bases. National pride, religious identity, and security concerns all get tangled together, making compromise very hard. And the people who live in Kashmir? Many are tired. Tired of curfews, tired of fear, tired of promises of peace that never seem to come true. So why does this matter to the rest of the world? First, Kashmir is a flashpoint between two nuclear nations. Any major escalation could have global consequences. Second, what happens in Kashmir affects human rights, democracy, and regional stability. And in a world that's already dealing with so much division, it's a reminder of how unresolved history can shape the present. The truth is, there's no easy solution here. Kashmir is complicated. The people, the politics, the past, it's all tightly woven together. But understanding the conflict is the first step toward understanding why it matters. and why peace is still so difficult to achieve. If you found this video helpful, hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Got thoughts or questions about Kashmir? We'd love to hear them. Leave a comment below and join the conversation. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next one.